Hello, this is Joe, and it is October the 17th, it's Saturday evening. Decided to go ahead and record a quick one. I got back in gaming about 2.5 or so years ago, and this is the game that kind of brought me back, which I had seen so many games online, watching different people play here or there, YouTube, Twitch. But this one really caught my eye. This is Eve Online. It's an MMO, of course, a little sandbox. It's got a really, really great uh, story, a lore behind it, which I've been reading. This here is called The Hitchhiker's Guide to New Eden. Uh, what it is, of course, in the future, uh, as man went out into space, he discovered a wormhole which took him somewhere else in the galaxy, and it led to a star cluster of some 5,000 stars. Of course, uh, this cluster, they're closer together, and hundreds, if not thousands, of worlds. And of course, Earth began just pouring colonists and supplies through the wormhole for something like 84 years. And then suddenly the wormhole collapsed. And when it collapsed, it killed a lot of people that were near it. And it basically, those colonists, which had started colonies in all those worlds, fell into a dark age. It just, it's like if our society suddenly collapsed, as I've heard explained, you know what a cell phone is, you know how to use it, but you can't make it. That's what happened to them. So technology is lost, star travel, space travel was lost, and over some 15,000 to 17,000 years, uh, humanity slowly on different worlds within this star cluster rediscovered space travel and began to spread out and reestablish themselves in space, which there are four main, well, really more than that. There, in K space, known space, there are really four main empires. I'm part of the Galanti Federation. You get to choose between four different races. There are other races. I say race, but you're all humans. There are no aliens. There's no alien technology. Um, let's see, I think Control F5, F9, you can get rid of all that. And that's some of the lore, I'm not doing it justice. There's so much more to it. There's rogue drones, there's these other human called Triglavians. There's others called the Sleepers. There's there are other races that I can't think of. There's pirate races like the Blood Raiders. This is a little ship. This is kind of a beginner for miners. I'm kind of a miner, pretty much a dedicated miner. I am learning some industrial. Uh, it's good for my autism, and I'll kind of show you around. I'm in this system, which my jump clone. You're part of, as a player, you're part of an elite group. Uh, your character can't die because you're all clones. Like your main, I guess your core original is kept safe somewhere, and only your clones are in these ships in a capsule. And if they're killed, your consciousness is immediately downloaded and placed inside of another clone, which is ready to go, which is in this space station. This is a structure that we're in. So we'll undock and we'll take a little trip around this system. Uh, Sistuvair, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. All these names are really strange. Here's the system. I mean the space station. This was my home station. Here, new players, you can join uh, corporations, and then corporations can make up alliances, uh, which some of them are anywhere from, I was a part of a corporation that was just myself and two other individuals, a father and a son. And some corporations might have hundreds. Some of your corporations make up alliances, have thousands of players. And of course, a player can have many, I believe, 3 different characters. And of course, they can create other accounts. And you can have even more than that. Let me see. In this system, there was more going on, but there's not that many structures anymore. That there is Concord, kind of one of the police commander, kind of the police department within what's called high security space. There are low security and no security, also called null space. Let me look, see if I can find the map. Here's where I am. And we pull out. Here's New Eden, the star cluster. It is massive. Of course, it's tiny compared to the rest of the galaxy, but this is some 5,000 star systems. And there are other thousands of wormholes and a place where the Triglavians come from called abyssal space. Kind of a little area of space which they have created and live. But they've been coming over invading known space lately, so there are some systems actually being conquered and taken over by the Triglavians, which is again another kind of a part of humanity. Well, let's see where we can go. There used to be, here's a little, kind of like a little pirate hideaway right there. We'll go look at that. I don't have any guns on this ship. It's not really uh, set up for it. Ships can have different modules depending on what kind of mission or task that you want to spend it for. But I do have some drones, and they have weapons. These are scouts. Maybe I'll earn a little bit of. They're awarding skill points for killing uh, Yeah, here he comes. I want to take a look at this guy. Corel Scout. These pirate factions, Concord will pay you little bounties for destroying them. And he's headed toward me. That box means he's kind of locked on me. I'm right there. But I'm not really worried. I do have shields. Let me go ahead and here I'll look at him again. Here's my oh, they've already got him. Somebody else is shooting. Oh, some more came out. Oh, let's see what I want to look at. Yeah. Some of the things can happen pretty quickly in this game. That is a little bunker. Serpentis is a pirate faction. Oh, there's three of them. Sometime these are little campaigns. This is sometimes what's called ratting, when you deliberately go out and look for pirates to destroy. And I want to do a little bit of salvage. I've got a salvager right here. I'm not too worried about these guys. Whoa. I went through the salvage. I'll lock on to it. And activate my salvager and see what kind of salvage I can get out of it. Okay, that's good. In my industrial, you can use salvaged items from ships. Lock on another one. I'm not too good at this game, but I enjoy playing it. And like I said, it's the first game that I got into as I got back into playing some games. And it was the first MMO online game that I've ever um, participated in, ever played. So it's a steep learning curve. It's definitely not for everyone. There aren't that many players worldwide. There's only like, I don't know, 40 or 50,000. Maybe more, because some people play it for a number of years and then they just stop. Your characters and your assets that you have built or purchased, accumulated over time, are still there on the server, ready for when you want to pick the game up. You can play for free, and that's how I played for the first 6 or 7 months before I got a subscription, uh, 14 or 15 a month. I think I went ahead and got the year's worth because it was cheaper. You just pay a lump sum, and it's basically comes out maybe a couple of months. You kind of get in there for free. There's some people which concentrate on salvaging wrecks, and some wrecks by actual other players that have had their ships destroyed by other players uh, can sometimes make quite a bit off of salvage. Their in-game currency is called ISK, I-S-K. So I've gotten some. These little contaminated nanite things are expensive, and they're good for making some uh, modules to fit your ship with. You have to be careful in the game. I mean, even in high security space, you can always be attacked by other players. Like I said, it's you can do anything you like. Some like to kind of role play uh, within the game because the story is always, but you can make your own story. I mean, it's just you can just kind of do what you like. Of course, there are consequences. And that's neat too. Um, with this invasion, which is going on right now, there's been some things that really didn't make any sense, and I thought it was kind of handled poorly. And I did, for about a month and a half, I just didn't really play. There was a lot of, uh, I don't know, maybe I got a little bit bored with it because the invasion really wasn't happening in any of the systems I frequented, except once mining operation. And, but I came back, just a week or two ago. Oh, this got some good stuff. That's a miner for doing some mining. Those are really good. Really good little mining drills. And came back and they had fixed a lot of things. I guess they had listened to enough other players' complaints on some things that just did not make any sense whatsoever. And they actually fixed it, and it now makes much more sense. But like I said, it's got a really neat little story to it. If you want to learn some of it, you can see other players which are in the system right now. This system has 34 other players in the system. You see all their characters. Some of them got stupid names. Some of them got pretty decent names. My name is Kanog Chronosta. I do have the video of my corporation owned three structures, mainly for moon mining, which is why I joined it because I wanted to do moon mining. And for some reason, uh, mainly the father, he loved the game and he was having a blast. He told me that through chat, through this little local right here. You can make little messages down here and talk to other of these characters, these other players. And he said he loved the game, and I think his son basically was playing the game with him, so he could just be doing something with his dad. And then all of a sudden, um, they went dark completely. Just I didn't hear from them um, for weeks, and then that stretched into months and months and months. And so something happened, and then the structures, which I had no clue, had no skills or training in how to maintain structures, or I didn't have actually the money, the is to do it either. And they had made some changes to the game also in declaring war. Corporations can declare war on one another, and the Concord, the police department, will completely stay out of it and just let them to slug it out, or one kind of sometimes they don't come to blows. It's just kind of posturing. But anyways, they showed up in the system uh, where they had their bases and uh, destroyed the structures. Of course, I was helpless to prevent them. There were 7 or 8 of them, and I didn't really have any fighting skills. I want to go ahead and see if my drones will attack. We'll take care of this bunker. Yep, there they go. Let me see if I can get a close-up on my drones. They're small and they're fast. I can't even hardly see them. Ooh, I need to probably kind of move out of the way. I don't like to be too close to the blasts. Okay, here it goes. These pirate factions aren't much of a threat. That's why I wasn't really that concerned about attacking me. Because it's a high security, it's a 1.0. That's the highest security system that there is. And let me see if I can. Okay, here it is. Here's one of these little drones, which you can launch. And based on your skills, everything you need skills, and so you're constantly learning skills. Your clone, and that just takes time, and sometimes you have to buy skill books, and that takes ISK. It's my ship, which they constantly orbit, and you can tell them what to orbit. You can pick out targets for them. Some of these are mining. I've got some mining drones, which will go out and help mine. Okay. Quit looking at him. Ooh, where am I at? There are 2 of them. Okay, I'll be paid a little bounty here shortly. There's some, you go lower, as the numbers go lower, like 0.8, 0.3. Um, the security, in other words, the police presence is less and less and less till you basically get like at 0.4, and there really aren't very many around. They might have some automatic gate guns for the start. The I'll show it later in another video. These stargates that you jump through to go to other systems nearly instantaneously. And I want to bring those drones back on board. Return to drone bay. Because some people run off, and I've done it before too, left my drones just sitting out in space. And sometimes you can, other players will find them and pick them up. And I'll be heading back to my home base. Well, that's just a little quick, just a little taste of Eve Online. Sometime I'll play it nearly every day for a little while, and other times, gosh, I think there's once I didn't play it for 2 or 3 months, but you just come back and everything is the way you left it. Okay, that's all for now.